All right, so today we're going to deep dive into something pretty big.
Yeah.
What makes a woman feel fulfilled in life?
Hmm.
I mean, it's such a huge question,
Oh,
right?
it's massive.
But I think we can unpack some interesting things here.
I think so too. There's so much to explore when we think about fulfillment.
Totally. And what's really interesting to me is that
What's that?
fulfillment probably means something different to every single person listening, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's so individual. It's like, what lights you up might be totally different from what sparks that feeling in me or someone else.
Yeah, exactly. So we're not looking for like a one-size-fits-all answer here,
Right.
because there isn't one. It's more about looking at these common threads that come up when we talk about living a meaningful life.
Hmm.
Like what are some of those core elements that people often connect with a sense of deep satisfaction?
And I think that's what makes this deep dive so fascinating. We're not diving deep into like a specific study or anything, but we're tackling this core question, what contributes to a woman feeling fulfilled?
Right? And by looking at it that way, it lets us consider all sorts of angles, like those big
Yay.
picture things that drive us as humans. So
Exactly.
let's start there. When we zoom out and think about those fundamental human needs and desires, what kind of themes tend to pop up when we talk about fulfillment?
Okay. Well, one that's always front and center is personal growth. That constant desire to learn, to evolve, to keep pushing ourselves further.
I totally get that. Like, it's not just about being stagnant, it's about that feeling of moving forward, right?
Exactly. It's that sense of progress, whether you're mastering a new skill, tackling a challenging project, or even just deepening your understanding of yourself and the world around you. That kind of forward momentum can be so powerful.
It's like a sense of becoming, right? Like you're constantly in the process of becoming something more.
Yes. And alongside personal growth, another huge theme is connection.
Ah, connection. That makes sense. Like our relationships with other people.
Yeah, it's about those meaningful bonds, feeling understood, feeling supported. Having people in your life who really get you. Those strong connections can be such a source of strength and joy. They can help you weather those tough times and really amplify the good ones.
It's like you're building this web of support around you.
Right. And it creates a sense of belonging too, which is so important.
And it makes me think about, that feeling of purpose.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Purpose is a big one.
Like knowing that you're making a positive impact on the world around you.
Mm-hmm. It's that sense of contributing to something larger than yourself, whether it's through your work, your family, volunteering your passions, whatever it is. It's about knowing that what you do matters.
I think that's so crucial, right? Like it's not just about what you gain personally, but about how you give back.
Exactly. And it can be so diverse. One person's purpose might be raising a family, while another's is building a business or advocating for a cause.
And what about those individual goals and dreams, those things we work towards and achieve?
Those definitely play a role too. It's so satisfying to reach a milestone you've set for yourself, whether it's running a marathon, finally finishing that creative project you've been working on, or hitting a big goal in your career. That sense of accomplishment can be incredibly fulfilling.
It's like that moment when you realize you've done something you set out to do.
It's a powerful feeling. And then, of course, there's the simple joy of everyday life, those little moments of contentment and gratitude.
I love that you brought that up because sometimes we get so caught up in the big picture that we forget about the beauty of the everyday.
It's so true. Finding fulfillment isn't just about those big achievements. It's also about appreciating the small things, the simple pleasures.
So it sounds like fulfillment is this multifaceted thing
Absolutely.
made up with all these different elements that weave together in a unique way for each person.
And, because we don't have specific details to unpack from a source today, this deep dive has been more about exploring that broad landscape of fulfillment.
Yeah, it's like we've taken a step back and looked at those fundamental human needs and drives.
And how they might connect to that feeling of deep satisfaction that we call fulfillment.
Exactly. So as we wrap up this exploration, we keep coming back to this core question.
Right. Yeah, what is it?
What contributes to a woman feeling fulfilled in life? And what's become so clear is that there's no single answer.
Right. It's deeply personal. What brings one woman a profound sense of meaning and satisfaction might look totally different for another.
And that's the beauty of it, I think.
It really is.
So as you listen to all of this, think about what resonates with you. What elements do you feel are most important in shaping your own sense of fulfillment?
It's a question worth pondering.
Yeah, and it's not a one-time thing. Our ideas about fulfillment can evolve as we grow and change.
Absolutely. It's an ongoing journey.
And with that, I think we'll wrap up this deep dive.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.